All right, welcome everyone to Casted BUSA Football League Final preview. And with me here is...
Yeah, Ibrahim, casted sports analyst.
All right, so this video is in partnership with Brixsports. Check them out, please. Follow them because once you follow them, you can get all the updates. All right, so let's get into it. The final is on Friday, and it is an intense match, put it in the list, right? So I want you to describe both teams in one word.
Yeah, I would say Joga is more of like tactics, talents, and Kings is more of resilience, and they are warriors.
Yeah, okay. Well, you know something I noticed, right? For context, last year BUSA League Final was also between Joga and Kings, right? So I think, right, if you looked at it, the way you describe both teams would have been flipped the opposite way if you asked the same question last year. So
Yeah, because remembering last year, Joga had like they were underdogs. They've never got into any knockout stage before. They always led from the group stage, and they had very tough fixtures right from the onset. And they had to like go through to the finals to play the team that beats them in the opening game of the season, and they won it there. They're going to penalties. Dealing with that amount of pressure has to be some very warrior kind of thing.
yeah,
But like looking at Kings were the favorite last year, Kings and Los Blancos. But obviously when Los Blancos left, Kings were the favorite because they were in the final the previous year against Top Boys, and everybody knows how OP Top Boys is, so it's
yeah,
understandable. But like Kings had a lot of talent in Wina and Semako and a lot of people. But like this year, the talent has reduced a little bit, especially in the midfield aspect of the game. But in the attacking aspect of the game, they are still missing someone. But like they had good additions back to fill in the spaces too. Yeah. So I would say Kings this year they are showing promise, and but I will not say they were better than last year because I feel last year they had more command in the midfield. And Joga this year, I feel I will say tactical because last year they were good. They had players in all departments too, but now they have squad depth and they have like insane talents. They have like
yeah.
two of the
They
best players in each of their
they also got some
positions.
players from Los
Yeah, they
Blancos.
got some players. Like for example, now talking about good luck, it's probably the best DM in school. Jess is probably best like all around midfielder in school, and that's a crazy thing to have. Also, Sam is arguably the best striker in school. Jaffe is arguably the best keeper in school. Martis is arguably one of the best defenders in school. So like
Yeah,
they have like the best of the best of the best. But when it comes to Kings here, they only have like in attacking and defending aspects. But the midfield, like compared to last year, lacks like massive gap in losing winners and Marco to being a graduates.
yeah,
So, but
and
they still have a solid midfield to be fair than most of
yeah,
the teams in the league.
yeah.
So, coming into this year's BUSA League, this is the final everybody wanted. This is what everybody expected, and we are so happy we are going to witness such a delight in the final.
Yeah, and you know the thing. I think it doesn't. The fact that Kings might have the script that have flipped when you're describing both teams doesn't mean that both teams are not equally good.
Yeah,
Because I can see that even as King lacks some of the talent that they had last year, they added in character, they added
yeah,
in discipline, they added in
yeah,
the way they are fighting, and they still reach the final on top, even as they've lacked some. Because
yeah,
sometimes when there's a deterioration of like overall player quality, not team quality, just overall player quality,
yeah,
right? Some teams will just decide to, you know what, we can't do this anymore. But they
yeah,
didn't do that, right? They still improved in some of their areas, and you still see them fighting every single game, fighting every.
yeah,
They had some tough games, right?
yeah.
They
Very
had some
very
tough
tough
games,
games.
and yeah, we I've also looked at them in depth in our review video, so you should check that out. But also, right, they've kind of fought their way into the final. And then when you look at Joga, I mean, from the first game of the BUSA League, right, being the defending champions, they opened the BUSA League with their first game. I think they just showed how dominant they were going to be, and all throughout the tournaments, yeah, they had some tough games, right? They had some tough games, but I feel like the way they added to their squad is unbelievable, and it is just like you could count, and every single position you could count
Has a
two great confident
replacement.
players.
Yeah,
Yeah, and My God, that is the winning formula. I mean, look at Manchester City in 17-18.
Yeah,
Look at Manchester City
it feels like
18-19.
that.
Like you understand what I mean, right? So
Yeah,
you take out someone, you
you
bring in
bring in
someone,
someone. Yeah,
you take out someone,
confidently.
like confidently, right? And their football is just great to watch.
Yeah,
The football is
it's
great to
fun to
watch.
watch.
But at the same time, we should not forget that Kings won. I think who did they beat 15 or what?
Cruise FC,
Yeah, like
and they were one of the best in the group. They showed, even though the player quality was not that much, but as a team, Cruise FC showed us what we didn't expect. Especially their first game, it was a very, very great show. Even the second was a fight with the Hammers, but then they just looked so unreal against Kings. Like they looked like they were so inferior. And like you said, there's a massive change in Kings. I don't know if people actually notice. Before, looking at Kings, Kings had very, very good squad before last year, but still, it still looks like they were depending on their best players. They were depending on likes of Winner, Kedem, and Semako. So they
yeah,
were playing like, okay, these are the only people that are playing the game. If you look at it very well, like most of their games, the only people that were showing out properly was Winner, Semako, Kedem, and also sometimes Osaro, which is super sub, like
yeah,
which is super sub profile, yeah, with super sub profile of a
yeah,
player. So Osaro will come and change the game and do the normal thing. But now it seems like, because we what I've seen, they've played a lot of games without their best players and they've still showed out. They played some games without ANIMASHAUN, Kedem, and they still won. Even their knockout game, they play without their captain, which is their best defender. They play without two of their best defenders, especially their captain, Chukwemeka, which is one of the few defenders that has a goal and assist this BUSA league.
yeah.
And they still look so comfortable. They have very, very massive squad depth too. And they also have what they call utility players in MMA and Toib. I feel those two can fit into any given position. MMA has played left back,
Yeah,
right
very,
back, and
very useful.
CM in
Very,
one
very.
match. He has played AM, he has played left wing this same season. And he has scored, he has performed very, very good in all those positions. Also thinking about Toib, okay, let's say Toib only played CM, DM, yeah, but like not too much. But thinking about it, Kedem has also played 9 right wing, left wing. So like they also have very, very good talent, and they've been playing the whole competition with one of their best players too, which is Okada, has been injured, and
Yeah,
they felt very comfortable. Yeah. Also
it's
talking about Joga, Joga is very unreal because they lost 3 of their best players in the beginning of the season to Pirates, which is their rival team in their level. Which is they lost Courage, which was very, very good last
yeah,
year.
very important. I
Very,
can attest
very
to that.
important player.
Yeah,
They lost Mayor to that same team, and they also lost Rogers. Yeah, Rogers didn't have a lot of game time, but Rogers was someone you could rely on that, okay, coming off the bench, you could do something. They also lost O plus, which was very, very key tactically. A lot of people will watch O plus and they will think, yeah, he's not like that important. But if you watch the game closely, all those inline passes, all
yeah,
those his decision
intricate
making,
play.
his turns, is so intelligent
Yeah, connects the
and
place too much.
connects the play. He's one of the best playmakers in the school. I'm not even going to lie. And he was so hard to defend against because people didn't really understand his position in the team. And they also lost that to Pirates. But still, with the addition of best players like Jez, Kenny, and Good Luck, they felt so unreal. Even Uchi too, replacing Corey. So Joga also, like, even though they lost players, they had additions too. But still, in the transfer window, they also lost Blacko, which is their only like standing proper DM replacement they could have. And they still looked like nothing happened. They
Yeah,
were so comfortable. They were so comfortable. So in bringing in players like Idimu, Udesi, when you're taking off Kenya, you're seeing Idimu, like you're taking off
crazy
Kenny.
ballers, by the way.
Yeah, you're
Crazy
seeing
ballers.
Udesi, the one that scored in the finals last year. Nice goal, chip the keeper, goal. So like you're taking off Sammy, you're taking off AJ, you're seeing Yanko, you're taking off Jess, you're seeing like I don't know, there are just too many good players in the team. I'm not even going to lie. But when it comes to Kings, is in a department aspect. Their midfield doesn't have a lot of people you can rotate like that. But their attack and their defense, now the depth is much there. But when it comes to Joga, it is an all-round depth kind of thing. Because if you look at Kings, you can take off Animasha and bring Aziz, and you get almost the same exact feel. You can take off Kedem and bring in Osaro, you get the same thing. maybe probably taking off Mayo and bringing in Dennis may not be too close. But Dennis also has 3 goals in this BUSA league. So like, what are you telling me? Also in the defense, they have people like Bossy, they have Reward, they have Nas, they have Chukwemeka, they have Amos, they have Okada. That's so much depth.
Yeah.
That's so much depth. So I'll say the final is going to be a cinema. It's going to be a tactical battle. We don't know the lineup to expect on both sides. Maybe more of Joga, we can expect the lineup, but we don't know what will come out totally. But for Kings, it's even so dynamic. We don't know what to expect. It's going to be a tactical battle. It's going to be a physical battle. It's going to be a pressure battle. It's going to be so much more. And looking at their form from the last game, both teams have not conceded yet from the group stage to now, and that's a massive thing to consider. 5 games played by both teams and none has conceded, and they've both scored massive goals. I think talking about Joga, the least, okay, they've scored 2. They scored 1-1 in the knockout stages, but in the group stage, the least they scored is 4 goals. They scored 4 goals, they scored 5 goals, and they scored 7.
Yeah.
Coming to Kings, they scored 2. Yeah, first game they scored 2, second game they scored 5, and last game they scored 15, which was even though 11 players played against them, even though they put the bench players just to play against them like that, which was not really a good thing to see. We had that like 13 players played against Kings and they still lost 15-0. They could not still register a goal, which was a very sad demolition we watched. But I think going to the final, we don't know what to expect. But the only thing I have to say is, I don't know, Kings really need to win, because this is the 3rd time they have been into the finals, and the pressure is not on Joga at all. Left to me, the pressure is on Kings, because most of their players, after this year, there's not going to be a Kings FC again, and Joga still has a year, and Joga still has a year to show out to lesser teams compared to Kings. So to me, the pressure is on Kings. This is their last chance to get it. They've gone 3 times. This is their 3rd time, and if they can't get it this year, it will be a disgrace. Thinking of their backstory, the reason they named the team Kings is because they lost one of their best players, a goalkeeper, may he rest in peace. So like, they try to make tribute to him every time. Rest in peace, Kings. So
that's going to be a lot of motivation.
That's going to be a lot of motivation for them. So I feel most of the pressure is on Kings. And when it comes to pressure, Joga is so good with handling pressure. And I feel Joga also has more fans than Kings. I don't know how that works, but like, I feel King fans, a lot of them like has left the school, considering that they're a 500 level team, and so Joga will have more fans. But let's see what will happen on the finals.
It's going to be heated. It's going to be intense, right? It's going to be intense. Just for from information, have we gotten from the FA how many minutes will be played for the final?
Yeah, we've not gotten that yet, but it will be interesting if we can watch it 45 minutes short per half in the final. Because the 35 minutes to me is too small, like I said, for proper athletes it's too small, but because of time management. But now it's just a day game, like let's appeal to them to give us a 45 minutes showouts with proper extra time and penalties. So it will be a very interesting showout. And thinking about individual brilliance in the Joga and Kings team. In Kings team, we can narrow it down to Kedem and ANIMASHAUN will be their best player overall in the season. Even though ANIMASHAUN comes into some matches, like he may start slow, but he grows into them so well, and he shows out, he performs well. And thinking of Kings, I think it is so obvious that probably their best player is ANIMASHAUN and Kedem. Their best player is probably ANIMASHAUN and Kedem, and I think also Temi has been very important in their midfield. He makes the work easy for them. Michael had some good games too, but like, yeah, he's considered one of the best, but like, he's just there. He's doing what he's meant to do. Also, players like Bossy, very consistent, had great games, very confident. Chukwemeka, a leader. Reward. We have a lot of good players in Kings, but I think the best players comes down to between Kedem and ANIMASHAUN. I think Kedem has the highest goals and ANIMASHAUN has the highest assists. I'm not sure. Yeah, ANIMASHAUN has the highest assists. So coming down to Joga, we have a lot of options. Yeah, not everybody's on the score sheet, but you have a lot of people you can count as the best player. For me, I'll start with a very underrated person in the team, and which is Kenny. Kenny has never had a bad game. He's not
Yeah.
the most underrated, but he's very, very underrated too. He shows out because of his health issues, he can't finish games. So like kudos to him. There are ballers, like professional ballers too, playing with health issues that you have. Like example, Iberi Cheze of Arsenal also has asthma, he plays like that.
You had to bring in Arsenal, right?
No,
You had to bring
just
in
a quick
Arsenal.
example I can
He's an Arsenal
remember.
fan for
Yeah,
context.
thank you. I'm an Arsenal fan.
Exactly.
You are going to win the league this season. So Iberi
We'll see
Cheze,
about that.
Iberi Cheze also plays with asthma, and he quite has good games too. So like health issues is not like if you are good, you are good. So Kenny cannot finish games because of his health issues, but he has had a very fantastic season. Looking at it, I think he has 1 goal and 3 assists. He had 2 goals and 3 assists. Yes, he has 2 goals and 3 assists. Kenny has a very fantastic season, one of the purest. I think his first finals too. And also, to me, the very, very, very most underrated player, you know that meme of having a good game as a cycle, have a good game, have a good game, is their left back, Uche. And I think he's the best in
Yes.
school.
Yes.
Uche
Yes.
never gets tired, never stops chasing, never hesitates to
Epitome
make
of
the
a fullback.
last
He has
tackle.
it.
He's so technical, he's so confident, he
Set
does
pieces.
set pieces, he's all rounder. And Uche is so so good that like you don't even just think about Uche playing because you are so confident that nothing is
Yeah.
going to happen on Uche's wing. And I think none of King's best player, which is Animation, can testify to that because they play on the same college. So like Uche is very, very underrated, but like key to the team too. Okay, so that's all about Uche. Yeah, coming to the midfield, we have Good Luck and Jess. Good Luck is so dominant, area dwells, wins 50-50, can pick up a pass from everywhere, pinpoint passer, can shoot from everywhere. Also, he's good in set pieces, both delivering and scoring set pieces because of his area dwells too. And talking about Jess, we all saw the free kick he scored against underrated. He really showed them that they were overrated. I think
Come
Joga
on
scored
now.
them set piece twice in a row, which was last year it was McTEE direct free kick from midfield. Yeah, and this year it was just he just had to like do it. Although they blame the keeper, but I feel it's not fair enough because they are not even rating the goal. They are saying the keeper is meant to catch the ball. Yeah, like experienced keeper may have caught the ball, but like it's a very unbelievable play from where he did it. Nobody believed he was going to take a
Hmm.
direct shot. Everybody
Yeah.
thought it was going to be a crossbar. So like Jess is also very, very good with set pieces. I think that's one of Joga's strengths too.
Yeah.
Set
Set pieces.
pieces, they
Of
are so
course.
good on set pieces. I think they have like 70 or 50% of their goal from set pieces this season.
Yeah.
In the 7-0 match, I think they had 3 set pieces goal. Like they are very, very, very good with set piece. So like yeah, I think so. Coming to their defense, we have the Mister himself,
Yeah.
the best player
Of
in
this
the
semi-final.
tournament last year.
Yeah.
Was the player of the tournament last year and is man of the match of the semi-final.
Semi-final. Yeah.
One
We're
of
going
the
to.
few
We're going to. Yeah.
defenders
Yeah.
with
Please.
goals and
This
assists.
is McTEE,
We have
everyone.
McTEE. He's so dominant beast at the back. Hi.
What's up?
Yeah.
Good day, everyone.
So this is McTEE. As you can see, he's wearing a Joga jersey and is the Joga captain. So you were a man of the match. The last match you played against Hammers. So and people have been saying Hammers is going to be a tight fixture because they are compact team. So how do you fare in the match? Seeing you got like 3 or 5 shots off in that match and you got a goal. So like how was the match?
I feel like the game was a good game all round, and I'm really happy with the way we played because we were able to stay compact. And in the early hours of the game, they attacked us. Yes, I won't deny that. But my joy is that we're compact, and I love our games before that. We've always been the ones doing the attacking. But in that game, we're compact, we stayed together, we absorbed pressure, and hit them on the counter and pushed them back. And then when we made the sub and just came in, it was obvious that we started dominating the game and we played a lot in their half. So I'm really, really proud of the game. I'm proud of the way we
So
played.
so do you feel if Jess did not come in earlier on, you guys are still going to struggle more in the game?
I don't think so. I think the issue that what happened is AJ Ramon was playing with an injury and it was quite obvious. So
Oh.
if it was a fit Ramon, I think with his abilities, we all know how good AJ is.
Yeah, I'm
He would
sorry.
have done
Okay, I just want to like, he mentioned something about Joga with set pieces, right? And I think if you're not talking about Joga set pieces, I'm talking about you. So like,
Yeah.
wow, I don't know what is the thinking like you used to go into set pieces,
Yeah.
right?
Like
What is the thinking? How do you? how are you able to spot where you are supposed to be? How do you coordinate your movement so you be able to get, because like it is possible, like we see Gabriel doing it for Arsenal a lot.
Yeah.
See, so like how are you always the one?
For example, yesterday's set piece, yeah, that was a very, very interesting delivery. But I spotted the movements. Like you moved, and you got there the exact. Did you practice that in training?
Well, the coach Iri emphasizes a lot on us using set pieces because I have a friend at home who says football is a cheat sport, and if you use your set pieces, you use your set piece very well, you always win games because it's an advantage for you. We have the height on our side. I'm there. Good luck is there. Benjamin. So we take a lot of in training. We practice a lot on our set pieces, and because we believe with set pieces we can win games. So a lot of practice is put into that, and so far that's been working well for us.
So since you believe
Yeah.
in set pieces winning the game, do you play the game to get more set pieces than usual? And like when Arsenal is attacking, they try to get more corners, like more corners.
Arsenal again, right?
Yeah.
Well, we have good players who always win those fouls.
Fouls, yeah.
So, like I said, we have to use it to our advantage. So, if the opponent is tough on the player goes down, we win a foul, we get the set piece, we hit you with the set piece. So, it's that easy.
All right. So we also have, talking about one of the best players of Kings, right? We are going to invite someone to the stage now. That is ANIMASHAUN, right? So can you just
Um, Hi, ANIMASHAUN.
Hey, good evening.
So, this is ANIMASHAUN, King's Man of the Match yesterday, and this is good. McTEE, Joga's Man of the Match. This game we got just finished for semi-finals. So, ANIMASHAUN, I know you have a belief of you being the best winger in the school. Do you think you are the best winger in the school?
Yeah, of course. There's no one better than the original. So yeah.
So, there's no one better than the original. So, you feel you are better than all the wingers in school.
Yeah. Sure.
Like in the ability aspect, is it the speed, is it the finishing, is it the decision making, is it the dribbling, or all around?
Yeah, alright. Like I think that's what makes up a good winger. Like I can win, I can give assists, I can score, I can win pen, I can win free kick, I can do everything you want. I can get past any player in the school. So yeah.
So thinking back, I think as a winger, you are the player that I think has the most dribbles completed in a match, in a singular match, in Cruise FC match. I am thinking I had 6 goal contribution in that match. He had 7 goal contribution and 3 goals for assists. Oh, sorry for the mistake. So thinking about that and us watching all the goals, all your goals came from like dribbles completed.
Yeah. I think that's one thing about me. Like I love to get past player, I love to dribble, and I love to embarrass players. So yeah.
Embarrassing players as well. So, Mark T, do you think Animashan will get past you easily, or you think it's going to be a fair battle, or you think you are going to shut him down?
I honestly think he's a very good player, and he plays together for the school team, and he has been playing for the school team for a very long time, since he's 200 level. So he's a very good player, he's a very good talent. I can't lie, but on the day we would see.
So, another question I want to ask is like thinking of fullbacks in school. Who do you think is going to give you the most deadliest battle you can get right now?
Is he like any fullback or
Any fullback, left or right?
it has to be Posse. I have to see that guy. Posse Martins, Kings FC. He's a lot of people actually a lot of people underestimate like the a lot of people underestimate his ability, but on a serious day, that guy is very hard, very hard to get past. Very hard. Like he's the toughest defender I've ever faced. And I have to give shout out to Emi as well. Musa, yeah, he's also one of the best fullback I've ever faced in the school. And after Posse, I don't see any other person.
So, like, I have someone in your college I feel can actually shut you down on a good day, which is a person in Uche. How do you think you fare against Uche?
Yeah, Uche is a good player, sure, but I think one thing everyone needs to know is just that every fullback, every defender has their flaws, and it's a good thing that I've discovered these flaws, and I think I'm going to punish him if I go against him.
So
Wow,
you
big
feel you
big
are going to
claim there.
punish Uche? You are quite confident you are going to punish Uche.
Yeah, I'm very optimistic. I'm going to punish him.
Zazu himself couldn't punish Uche.
Yeah, I'm not Zazu. That's the difference.
Oh wow, another big claim, another big
So
claim. Wow,
okay,
McTEE,
okay.
do you have
Do you have
response?
anything to say about that?
He knows the answer.
Oh
Oh wow,
wow,
wow.
oh,
So
he's getting fiery.
so we already have a matchup on the match day. You guys should watch out for Uche versus ANIMASHAUN.
And also, right, I think we have him here, right? We have McTEE here. I
Yeah,
think that he's he's the coordinator
yeah.
at the
Max is the
back.
captain.
So you're the captain, yeah, and also you're the coordinator of the back. So you are still the one that was to instruct on how this man here is going to be neutralized. Are you willing to say anything to the camera about that?
Like I said, he's a good player. I have solid fullbacks, and I'm very, 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 very sure that my defense will do well against any team in the BUSA League. We've done it before and we'll do it again.
All right. So for each of you, right, I'll start with defending champions McTee. So what is your motivation going into the final? What is your mentality of the team going into the final?
From the beginning of the competition, we had a game plan. We set out two formations to use. We mapped out the plan, and the whole idea was we are going to win the trophy. That was the target from the beginning, and we've done so well throughout the 5 games we've played. We've not conceded any goal. We've scored lots of goals. I think now we have I think it's 17 goals scored in 5 games. So I'm really, really happy with the way we've played. We've played very, very well. And like I said, the main objective was to win the competition. And that's what we're going for come on Friday.
All right. So
Another question I want to ask you is there is one underrated thing about you. Yeah, about like your defense, which is your centre back pairing. You and Benjamin seems to understand and really complement yourself as two pair of centre backs. I've been noticing since last season, you guys are not the fastest. Okay, I can say you're the strongest and you're aerially dominant, but like you guys still tend to complement yourself in ways that you guys feel confident. Like, how confident are you about Capo Benjas?
Rangers has improved drastically. Like I'm really, really proud to say that this is my centre back Perry. He's a very, very good player. He's good in the air, he's good with his feet. But I have no fear playing the ball to him. You know, he's a very, very good centre back, and I'll say he's one of the best centre backs in Bells University. So I have no issues with Benjamin. Benjamin's top, top, top.
So also, sorry for feeling left out, but this is the last question I have to ask him. How do you feel about having the best keeper in the school behind your sticks?
That's a plus. The best keeper, Golden Gloves winner from last season. He has been important. He has not had any. He has not been stressed, but you see him come out 0 saves, but still, he's a good sweeper. He knows when to control the momentum. Maybe there's a goal kick. He's very good. Aerially comes out, claims the ball. Japheth is very, very important to us, and I'm proud. We also have Busayo who can come in, and in his last game he had a save, the 9 minute save. So Fushiri is very good. Like we have two good goalkeepers, and I'm very sure he knows that.
Yeah, so now pertaining to what Matty said, what cost Kings FC the final last year sincerely was team effort. But Japheth was a very, very big part in that. Remember a particular shot, I always lay emphasis to it every time. I think it was winner early in the game. I think it was around like 12 minutes. Winner took the shot and it was like a knuckleball. It deflected. Japheth already dived to the left and he dived back to the right to save the ball. And from there, it just became a beast. Kedem took a lot of shots. Winner, Semako, Ramon. There was even a goal line clearance when Japheth dived that Benjamin made 9 minutes. So like the pressure was just too much and the defense was dealing with everything and Joga just scored with a counter. So coming into the game thinking you're going to face someone like Japheth, like what's your preparation? Are you going to work on your 1v1 or you're like finishing? Like what's your mentality coming into the game? Remembering that Japheth is a beast in the post.
Yeah, like I said, yeah, I don't see him as a tough at the tough competitor, someone is going to stress me. I don't see that happening.
So you don't see Jaffet as someone that's going to stress you?
Never. I've scored him before. That's not a new thing. This is not
Big
the
claim.
first time.
Also, Jaffet has played up to 7 finals in Boys University of Technology and he has never considered any goal. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, that's in the past. A new issue is about to be made on Friday.
New history about the million Friday. Thinking about it, also going into penalty shootout, if that's going to happen, Jaffet has never also lost a penalty shootout in Bells. So do you feel you are going to kill the game before the penalties, or even if there's a penalty shootout, you're still going to score?
Yeah, I don't think we are going to go into penalties for sure. I think the game will be done by second half. Yeah, and I think we are going to win in very very clean way. So yeah.
All right. So sorry, for animation, right? What is the team motivation going into the final?
Yeah, the team motivation has always been from the day one before I even joined the team. The goal, my job here is to help them win the league. Yeah, and that has been made clear. And that was why I was very much invested in this project. And going to the finals, we only have one dream, one goal, and one vision. That's to win the league. To win, because on Friday is going to be a lot of fun. And we're going to have so much fun, my good friend. So much fun. And yeah, we're going to
Fun.
win for sure. So much fun. So much fun. So, yeah.
Right.
So we should expect a very, very interesting, entertaining final.
Oh, yes, for sure. For sure.
So do you feel it's going to be a tough match against Joga?
To me, I don't think it will be a tough match. I feel it will be like every other match. I don't.
I have another question for you. Do you think you're the only one that feels like it, or every other of your teammates feels like it also?
Yeah, I only know about myself, but I feel majority of my teammates feel like this as well. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, most of your teammates have played Joga and they felt the pressure. You like dealing with pressure. Like, do you think if they are feeling the pressure, you will be free of the pressure, or you will feel it too?
Yeah, like I said, before every game, I have a ritual and I know how to manage my performance anxiety. And yeah, I'm going to do that day. Yeah, so yeah.
Okay. Thank you for having you here with us. Thank you, ANIMASHAUN.
Yeah.
Also, thank you, McTEE.
Yes.
So, just for the sake, he was the rising star player last year, and also McTEE was player of the tournament last year. So watch out for McTEE.
Yes.
Also watch out for
Watch
ANIMASHAUN.
out.
ANIMASHAUN promised us is going to show Uche a hell of a game, and I know Uche is going to see this. And okay, we should watch out for Uche versus ANIMASHAUN also. Also, watch out for ANIMASHAUN versus Japheth. Thank you for having us here with us.
Yes. All right. Thank you for watching. This has come to the end of our preview.
Thank you.
Before we go, we have a news for you. We would like everyone to submit their scoreline prediction. Right, there will be a link down in the description.
For in
So
the Brixsports group.
yeah. Also in the Biscuit group, you will see it there. So there's going to be a match prediction. We'd like everyone to send in their match prediction, and don't just send in the scores, right? Also send in the players that will score. Right?
The finals.
Yeah, the final, and also send in the minutes. So the person closest to the answer is going to win a cash prize that will be reviewed later
If you
on.
can get the scorer and the score line, then you're good to go.
You're
The
good to
minutes
go.
you can
Yeah.
forgive.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a cash prize
Yeah.
sponsored by Casted.
Yeah. So
Tune into the Brixsports group to
yeah.
win.
Yes. All right. Thank you. I will see you in the final.